lineup. They're still not going to barrel it. They're going to be outspeed, or they're going to be outbalanced, or they're going to miss it. But the fastball sets it up, and he has to improve on his fastball command if he wants to be a starter in this league.
That's exactly what George said as his key. He's over here nodding his head. He's like, yeah, fastball. That's exactly what I said. Well, you guys have a great call. We'll let you all take it away.
All right, thanks, Kylan. Well, as I mentioned a little bit about the lineup, Mike, we're going to see a young man. His name is Shea Whitcomb. Now, look, if you asked me this morning when I got out of bed, told me about Shea Whitcomb, I'd have to go into my iPad. Well, we know a lot more about him now once we get to the ballpark. But this is not his first day in the big leagues. He does have a couple of home runs this year, but this is his first debut with a Giants uniform.
Well, we haven't had a chance. This last week, the Giants have been on the East Coast, and after the Giants played the game, you could go to NBC Sports Bay Area, and you could see the Sacramento River Cats, and a lot of these guys in the lineup tonight were on that team. Nate Furman and Shea Whitcomb. You're talking about these guys who are really that close to being big league players, so this is their opportunity, and they get to do it against the Chase Burns, who is 14-2, and he's got one of the best sliders in the game. So they have nothing to lose, but if they have a night, they will get remembered, and guess what? They'll get more playing time. So a lot at stake here, and I know one thing about the River Cats: they can hit. So hopefully some of that hit transformed into big league hits.
And a little note about Chase Burns, who unbelievably impressed my partner. He can throw strikes from 200 feet. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more. We've got lots of baseball here tonight. Sit back and enjoy it. We'll have all of that right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-seating MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill, largest in-stock inventory in Northern California of your favorite luxury home appliances. By BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BayAreaBMW.com today for exceptional offers. By Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination. And by San Diego, come to the bright side. Plan your trip today.
See in Peacock.
Giants and Reds getting ready for a series opener, the second series they face off the season, the first time at Oracle Park, and the dog days of August coming to an end. A little chihuahua in the ballpark with a sweater coat on. George and I are not small dog people, so we have no comment on that. But George God knows Kyle Mills here getting you ready for first pitch between the Giants and Reds. What's the key to the Giants snapping the skid?
Well, I'll give you the key when I see chihuahuas. I think of Legally Blonde all the time, every time I see a chihuahua. But the key to this game for the Giants is it rests on the mound with Carson Wisenhunt and what we just spoke about with Kruk and Kipe. His ability to establish the fastball for strikes early in the count. As Kruk said, it doesn't matter how he locates it, really, when he locates that changeup. If he's throwing a good fastball, the speed change and the action on that pitch is so good that it doesn't really matter where it is if it's in the right area. But his ability to get ahead and put the pressure on the hitters as opposed to letting them get into the box and settled, that's when he will have the success that we've all seen him have and continue to have moving forward.
What? Like it's hard?
It is hard.
Yeah. Legally Blonde reference. All right, more from Oracle Park after this.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, back here at Oracle Park as both teams getting ready for the start of this game one of this three-game series. It's the Giants and the Reds. Mike, what do you got?
All right, time now for our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. 51 years ago today against the Mets, Ed Halicki pitched the third no-hitter in San Francisco history. Here's Al Michaels with the call.
Outfield is straight away. 2 out in the ninth inning. 6-0 Giants. Here's the stretch. The pitch to Garrett. Swung on a grounder to Monahan. Shortstop touches the bat. No hitter.
Ed Halicki, alias Ho-Ho, retired Wayne Garrett for the final out and ended up with 10 strikeouts and 2 walks in the second game of the doubleheader at Candlestick Park. And the big fella was nasty.
Yeah, we heard Al Michaels make a call.
Hall of Famer.
Done,
Yeah.
He's still working, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I guess you can work in your, what, 80s?
It's possible.
Good news. Stay tuned when we come back. We'll have the lineups in the first pitch right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Provident Credit Union, make life easy. And by Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination.
All right, we've got Monday Night Baseball from Oracle Park here in the great city of San Francisco. And tonight, the Reds and Giants, they're going to meet in game 1 of the series right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. All right, let's check out our game time weather. And it's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk here tonight. On this Monday night, it's 59 degrees, and you see the winds.
16-mile-an-hour winds, and it is a swirling night tonight, folks. And I can guarantee some entertainment on fly balls and pop-ups. You're not getting a lot of help to the right side of the infield. Most of it's going out to left field. But pop-ups and fly balls tonight, whoa, it ought to be entertaining.
Reds lineup brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll be De La Cruz and then Stewart. Stewart's having a great year. He's got 27 home runs and he's too shy of 100 RBIs. It's Myers, Stevenson, and then Suarez. Matt McLean will be at second base hitting 6th, and it's Blade, Trevino, and Ivan Johnson.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the 25-year-old left-hander, Carson Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt, a rookie, 6'3", 225-pounder. Out of East Carolina University. This is what he has done in 7 starts this year. 3-4 with a 7.03 ERA. See, 20 walks in 32 innings. That has to improve. And let's take a look at the StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud on Carson Wisenhunt. He's now got 5 pitches, but primarily you're going to see the changeup, which he throws more than everything. 4-seam fastball, a slider. He's working on a sinker, and he's starting to come up with another slurvy breaking ball.
And the first pitch is wide. We get started right on time at 6:45. The Cruz hitting .262. He does a lot of things well. And it's now a ball and a strike. He runs well. He's very rangy, as you can see. I think he's about 6'6".
I think he may have grown another inch for what is listed in the media guide.
1-2 on the changeup. He's knocked in 58. And the Reds come in. They're in 5th place in the National League Central. Up and in there, 62 and 69. And a tapper foul. They just come from Arizona, where the D-backs took 2 out of 3. And they have lost 3 of their last 4. Now, for the good news for the Reds is they did take 2 out of 3 from the Giants in April in Cincinnati. Home plate umpire who just made that call. And do we have a challenge? It's Chris Conley.
Being challenged by the catcher.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Got him.
Pitch and strike, San Francisco has 2 remaining.
Hanyu Drew Kavanaugh, Giants catcher. That's how you like to start your night out, especially doing a 2-strike count. And you send some power back to the Reds bench. That's a big pitch.
And you get to keep the challenge. Here's a guy you really got to be careful with. He tortured the Giants in Cincinnati. He kept hitting opposite field home runs as he takes the pitch down low.
Well, he's the leading candidate for the Rookie of the Year. Look at these numbers, 263 with 27 homers and 98 RBIs. And as you mentioned, he's got big-time opposite field power. 22 years old.
Playable for Grant McCray.
Let's take a look at the Giants defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in their outfield from left to right, it'll be Hill, Gilbert, and McCray, the best arm in right field. Koss and Whitcomb will be on the left side of the infield. Furman and Devers on the right side. And Drew Cavanaugh, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Dane Myers. We first saw Dane Myers when he was with the Marlins. And the big story on Myers when he was a little younger was he started out his pro career as a pitcher. So when Mike goes over the defense and he starts talking about arms in the outfield, if he says Myers is third, then we're going to find out what's going on.
Well, he's got an above average arm, as you can imagine. But you usually see it the other way, where a hitter becomes a pitcher.
It's 1 and 2.
Not where a pitcher becomes a hitter.
Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. Down low. 2 and 2. Should Myers reach, it'll be the DH tonight, Tyler Stevenson, who's normally in the lineup as the Reds catcher. Get out to right, more work for Grant McCray, and a nice inning for Carson Whisenhunt. Giants are coming up. The Reds go down 1-2-3. Here's the Giants and their lineup. It's brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll be 6 left-handed hitters to start out. Gilbert, Devers, and Lee, and then Turner Hill will be the cleanup hitter, followed by Cavanaugh, Nate Furman, and then Shea Whitcomb. Grant McCray is going to hit 8th, and Christian Koss 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Reds will be the 23-year-old right-hander Chase Burns. Burns 6'3", 210-pounder. Former first-round pick by the Reds out of Wake Forest back in 2024. He got to the big leagues quickly. Comes into tonight's ball game having a great year. 24 starts, 14-2 with a 2.51 ERA. And look at the strikeouts, 159 and 136 innings.
Those are Cy Young numbers, aren't they?
Those are Cy Young numbers. He'll be in the mix. Take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Chase Burns. He's really a two-pitch guy. Fastball that'll average 98. He'll top out in the hundreds. And a slider. He has a changeup, but he doesn't throw it very often. 3 times a game.
Gilbert gets that fastball at 97, and he fouls it the other way. It's a quick 0-2.
Giants saw Burns earlier in the year in Cincinnati, and he went 6 innings of shutout baseball. Giants won that ball game 3-0, but they were impressed with Chase Burns. We have Chris Conroy, the crew chief. He's behind the plate tonight. Brendan Miller over at first. Ryan Blakeney at second. Ben May, he'll be at third tonight. Chris Conroy, the plate umpire. I mean, he's a low ball guy with a pretty tight zone, but very consistent. You don't ever see many problems when he's behind the plate.
Hit high and deep, way out into Triples Alley, and it's going to be the longest ground rule double of the year. Come on, man. That's got to be a triple.
Isn't that something? You hit a ball like that and you're mad about it?
I mean, look, nobody loves this ballpark more than you and I, but I hate it right now.
Well, in every other ballpark, that's out of here. But add insult to injury. Not only do you not get a home run, you don't get the triple either.
And we're lucky it wasn't caught.
Yes, we are.
Here's Devers. And Devers rolls the first breaking ball foul. Devers and Lee are the only two hitters that have faced Burns before in this lineup. And Devers is 0 for 2. Lines it to right. And a base hit. And it bounces away from Blade. Devers will have a base hit, and runners are at the corners.
Really not a whole lot that Drew Gilbert could do because he thought that ball had a chance of getting caught. But right now we're going to take a look at the Reds defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right will be Johnson, Myers, and Blade. Good strong arms across the board. De La Cruz and Suarez on the left side of the infield. McLean and Stewart on the right side. Jose Trevino, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee, and he sees the fastball and fouls it straight back.
Talked about the 3 above average arms in the outfield for the Reds. You don't see that very often, but the best arm on the field, both teams, is at shortstop with Ellie De La Cruz.
Jung-Hoo with a base hit. Devers is going to go to third. Giants lead 1-0.
And he went down there and beat that slider, and not many people do it. I think with Chase Burns, I mean, he's got a real high release and a straight down breaking ball, which is really effective to righties and lefties. It's his big strikeout pitch. And Jung-Hoo Lee just beats him on his strength. Right back up the middle.
So here's Turner Hill. And Hill drives one to right. It is off the top of the wall. They're going to wave in. It's going to be close. Here's the throw, and they got him. So Lee thrown out at home. It ends up being a double. For Hill, and he picks up an RBI.
Well, the one thing about this team, the Reds team, is great arms across the board. We talk about the outfielders, we talk about the middle infielders too. And this goes to J.J. Blade, who is an outstanding relay arm, and he throws a strike right to Trevino, and Jung-Hoo had no chance.
No swing from Drew Cavanaugh, who's hitting in the 5th slot.
Take a look at what a big league relay looks like. That's a strike from Blade. So Gary Pettis, the Giants third base coach, put pressure on the Reds to come up with a play, and they made it.
2-0 to Cavanaugh. And home plate umpire Chris Conroy needs some baseballs. So Mike, that's 4 solid hits.
I guarantee that has not happened to Chase Burns this year, or maybe in his big league career.
A strike to Cavanaugh with Nate Furman on deck. Six straight left-handed hitters for the Giants in this starting lineup. Foul back, 2-2. Our crack research staff, and we got a large one, folks. The last time, 1940. Two-2 pitch. This is not a pitch at all.
Turner Hill jumping on the first pitch he saw and put a charge into it. Almost knocked it out of here. I thought it was going.
He's thinking about it.
Well, that's 2 disengagements. He doesn't have any more.
I mean, why it's got Burns upset, I have no idea, because De La Cruz is right behind him. Well, it did seem to bother him on that pitch.
You know, that's a slider. You can't throw a better one than that. Take a look at the payoff pitch. And the thing, too, as we mentioned, straight down bite. Disappearing slider.
Here's Nate Furman looking for his first big league hit. And he takes a strike. He had a few at bats a couple of weeks ago before being sent back to Sacramento. He's 0 for 6. In the dirt to even the count.
He's having a good season down in Sacramento. Hit 293, 25 doubles, 7 homers, triple, 48 RBIs. He's a tough guy to throw a fastball by. He got a very quick bat, especially middle in.
1-2.
Well, he just did him a favor. He threw him a strikeout pitch to get the second strike. So he got a little education out of it.
And he pulls the next pitch foul. Right past our ball dude, who really didn't get a good jump at all on that ball.
Who is that down there? Well, that's Beverly Lou.
Come on, Beverly. Beverly's job right now is pick up a ball that's rolling. There you go.
She's a veteran. And then Steve Sorensen is the ball dude on the third base side tonight.
Got him. Giants score a pair. It's 2-0.
By Law Tigers, Northern California's motorcycle lawyers at lawtigers.com.
Giants with a quick 2-0 lead. Here's Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson overall 12 home runs. He's got 43 runs batted in. And Carson Whisenhunt now pitching for a shutdown inning. Good pitch. Call the ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice Monday night crowd welcoming the Giants back off of a road trip where they would have definitely liked to have a little bit more success. But I think everybody knew going in, playing 2 tough teams, both teams playing really well, the Guardians and Red Sox, and they proved it.
Well, the Giants could have won every game in Boston, and that makes it a frustrating road trip.
Line to left. Hill's going to cut it off. He's going to spin, and he makes a nice throw in to cut off or to hold Stevenson to a single.
Perfect footwork from Turner Hill. The more you watch this guy play, the more you're impressed with the fundamentals. And fundamentals for an outfielder on defense really starts with footwork. And here's a left fielder who's left-handed coming over the line, 360s very quickly with short steps and a 1-hop strike to Furman, the second baseman. That's impressive.
Here's Suarez. Suarez has always been a big home run guy. Swings hard, strikes out a lot. but he's had years where he's run into a lot of them. So it's 2-0.
For Suarez, I mean, he's in his 12th year, about getting close to his 13th year start. 343 lifetime homer. That's a lot of home runs.
It is. Right now, he's ahead in the count, and he'll get after this if he likes it. He did, and it's 3-1.
Probably having a word with himself, thinking, I thought I had him.
Three and 2.
I thought I had him.
I've always liked your analogy of it's like your jump shot blocked.
It's so similar.
How about that?
And he's still looking for that changeup. And that is a big strikeout for Carson Whisenhunt. 3-2. I mean, this is 3 fastballs in a row. See ya. Thanks for stopping by.
During the Reds hitters meeting, it went something like this. Now, Whisenhunt has not thrown 3 fastballs in a row all year.
You're right.
4 in a row. It's
right.
no balls and 1 strike.
He's thinking he's got some magic with that fastball tonight. And that's how fastballs are.
This is McLean. That's 95, so he's getting it up there today.
But this is the first time the Reds have ever seen Carson Whisenhunt. They really have no book other than what they've been told. And they've all been told the guy has a great changeup. And it's in their mind. They're stepping in the box with that on their mind. They've never seen it. And that's a good pitch. Tito Francona, one of the really great guys in this game and a tremendous manager.
Foul back, and a pitch pretty good to hit. It's 2-2. Ellie De La Cruz, it's 2-2. Got him.
Thinking about the changeup. Well, this Friday is Native American Heritage Night presented by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Each special event ticket purchase will include a baseball t-shirt designed by artist Monica Zavala and inspired by California tribes. Go to sfgiants.com/special events and get on out here.
Here's J.J. Bleday, the former A, and he takes a strike. He's at 223. Does have 21 home runs. He's got 51 runs batted in. And there's a fastball wide.
You look at his numbers and you can say, yeah, he's from the A's organization. Well, how do you say that? Well, he's hitting 223, but he's got an on-base percentage that's in the 330s.
Did they make a movie about that?
Yeah.
Line drive, and that'll end the inning. Giants are coming up. Shutdown inning.
Jose State Spartans. Get your tickets at sjsuspartans.com.
Always interesting to see, hey, what the heck is happening outside the ballpark? Well, we got all kinds of things happening. And that is just one of them.
South Beach Marina.
All right, hey, here's the Giants debut of Shea Whitcomb, who came out of the Houston Astros organization. And he doesn't waste any time as he lifts this one into Triple's alley. And Myers makes the catch. I don't know, Mike. The scouting report might be good after that first pitch.
Well, a guy who has the slider that Chase Burns has, that's a good idea.
So here's Grant McCray. Grant McCray played on and off when he was here in a Giants uniform, and consequently he never got much rhythm going. See his numbers. 081.
Well, I mean, he had buzzard's luck too. Every time he hit a ball hard, it would find a glove, and it was wearing on him.
Well, he had 37 at bats with 3 hits. And you're right. I agree. There were probably 8 or 9 really hard hit balls in those outs. That's a good take. It's 2-2.
That's not an easy take. The other thing too about a guy who's got a straight down breaker like Burns has is it's big. I mean, you'll swear that thing starts out just below the belt and it'll wind up in the dirt. And it's not that far off from the truth. It's a big one.
Got him. Well, take the Giants on the go this season and stream the Giants on the NBC Sports app, and it's brought to you by Toyota. Here's Christian Koss. Koss on the road trip went 4 for 19. And with Willie Adames put on the IL, Christian Koss is going to get a lot of at-bats.
Well, he's starting to get hotter than he was at the start when he was stone cold, and he's up in the 200s now. He was on the interstate forever. There you see Adames on the IL. Which it just doesn't feel right. You get a guy who's got a reputation being an everyday guy like Adames, and they're guys that are used to going out there when they're not feeling 100%.
Yep.
And those guys don't go on the IL easily.
Koss shoots one to right.
And that's one of the big reasons he's starting to heat up. He's using right field. I mean, you were an everyday player. How many play 150 games a year? How many of those games did you actually feel good?
After a couple of years, there's a nice opposite field approach by Koss, but it really takes a couple of years before you realize I'm not feeling that good in August. And then a couple of years later, you're not feeling that good in July. And then it's June. But I've always felt like if you're going to play 162 and you can play 100 of them where you're feeling pretty good, that was pretty good. Gilbert had the really right off the bat one of the great at bats. He had a ground rule double as it bounced right over the 415 sign on the right center field wall.
Well, it's significant because he hit that ball 394 feet, and it is the longest double in the major leagues this season. So it didn't quite give Bruce Bochy's argument that if you hit a ball 400, it should go out of the ballpark. But 394.
Well, it should be a triple.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
2-1. Good take.
That slider, because of its size, it's just not an easy take, and he hasn't thrown it for a strike. They're all shoot top high or in the dirt. Shoot top to a catcher high.
Hey, Nubs went off the end of the bat. And watch Koss run. Well, compare those two doubles.
Well, okay. You know, we were moaning and groaning. He hits a 394 and he only gets a double. This one, he didn't even make a noise. And he just throws a little lob wedge into left field. Bite. Easy read here for Christian Koss. So a little 2-out rally for the Giants.
Here's Devers, who drove a single into the right field corner. And here he takes wide. Ball and no strike.
I'm surprised you're pitching to him with an open base.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, he may not see much in this at bat, but that's a changeup. And he throws like 3 a game. That's the last thing you're thinking when you're taking at bats against Burns. But he got a base hit on his sliders last at bat.
A fastball challenge. It's 1-2. Well, you look at doubles, you're going to have to average out distance-wise on Gilbert's doubles. Would you say 295?
Oh, the last one was 394, and the other one was 148. So there you go.
Add them up and divided by 2.
And what is it? Did you come up with 280?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I'm with you.
High drive, right field, out of here. He got that one, folks.
And he was sitting dead red. He beat him on a breaking ball his first at bat. And the tip-off was that Burns threw him a changeup. For the rest of the at-bat, he's sitting on 1 pitch, and he got it in a 2-strike count. And that's home run number 27. And that was a big boy.
It's 5-0. And Jung Hoo's going to hammer one straightaway center field, and that's going to end the inning. Well, 2-out Thunder. Single, double, home run. And as Mike said, number 27 for Devers. And it's bye-bye, baby. It's 5-0. Giants lead 5-0. Here's Jose Trevino. And he's going to look at a pitch wide. Giants 2 in the first and 3 in the second. How about that?
A lot of rockets off a guy with great stuff.
There's the strike. Devers with 27. This is grounded to short. Koss. Well, the Giants continue this series. It'll be the Reds through Wednesday. The game tomorrow night will be at 6:45, then a day game at 12:45 on Wednesday. So get your tickets at sfgiants.com/tickets. That thought about Devers is with 27 home runs. This is game number 131. Yeah, he's got a good shot at 30.
Oh, he's going to get more than 30. He got hot last year, this last couple months, and then he cruised. Plus, you know, I mean, how many times have we said this in our career? Talking about guys who are good, they're going to get their numbers. And that's what they do.
Here's the 1-1.
That's why once you establish yourself, and you do it 3 or 4 years, I mean, teams can be patient with a guy who's ice cold in April or May, because they know that the guy's going to get his numbers.
So 2-2. Johnson coming in hitting .083. Let's see what that works out to. 1 for 12. Full count.
It's one guy you don't want to hit. Guys, if he's on the bingo card, stepping into this at bat hitting .083, he's got to swing the bat.
Yeah, he's a switch hitter. He's 0 for 8. Hitting right-handed.
Not close. It really is something you watch as a manager and a pitching coach. What a guy does in a 3-ball count, especially when it's in a situation like this where he has to make a guy swing the bat. Does he miss close? Does he miss big? What does he throw? That was a big miss.
Well, I mean, let's go back. If you're a guy that throws a lot of changeup and it's 3-2, are you trying to throw the changeup for a strike?
Well, you just have to throw the pitch you know you can throw the strike with. And if it's a changeup, so be it. And I think it may be the case with Whisenhunt. Fastball command has really been one of the things that he hasn't been consistent with. And with the changeup, you don't have to be as fine to a location that you do with the fastball when you're throwing below the average fastball speed, which is where he's at. The changeup is a magic pitch in that regard.
This is off the end of the bat, and Gilbert's going to have to play it on a hop. So we got a walk and a hit. And now here comes the thump.
And now here comes the thump. The guy who's got 98 RBIs and 27 home runs. The one thing you can't do, you made a mistake. You walked a guy, 9-place hitter rate, .083. All right, but you can't let your mind hang on that. And it's, for young pitchers, sometimes that's a tough thing to do.
Stewart hit a fly ball to Grant McCray. He takes high. There's the strike with his fastball.
He tells you right there what he's looking for. He's looking for that changeup. Guy takes a 1-0 fastball right down the middle of the plate. He's not looking for a fastball.
Starting to carry, but not enough as McCray tracks it down. And tagging and going to third is Johnson.
He's pretty good at bat. I mean, he got that changeup he was looking for, and he didn't try and pull it.
Yeah, that's a sign of a pretty good hitter.
Yeah.
Here's Dane Myers. He also hit a fly ball to McCray in the first. And the first pitch is high. 1-0.
Myers, former 6th-round pick out of Rice. What's going on? Whisenhunt's grabbing that, making a fist. Something lit him up. He may have got a stinger. You can throw a slider or any pitch really, but you can get a nerve that just twangs and your elbow goes right up to you. That's it. They're pulling them out. Doesn't mean that there's necessarily an injury. It does mean you're feeling it, though.
It does mean that it just means that the way things are going lately, you just start to think negatively about stuff like that. Well, reluctantly, when it's time for a change, switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. We'll tell you who's coming in. Well, the good news is it's 5-0 Giants. The bad news is Carson Whisenhunt just left due to some type of an injury, and we hope it's nothing more than maybe a cramp. But there's your new pitcher. It's Jason Foley. And obviously Jason Foley can do whatever he wants for a while, including jumping jacks, cartwheels, and the karaoke.
Well, that's exactly what we watched him do. Between innings, he went through the whole calisthenics regimen. So,
which is probably what he does when the phone call rings in the bullpen to get him up.
Well, he'll anticipate. He gets all that stuff done, but he's cold turkey now, so he's just sitting down there, and you're not figuring you're going to be in a third inning situation if you're Jason Foley. So now he will take his time. He's going to need about 20 throws to get ready. Plus, he inherits a situation with 2 outs and runners at first and third. I mean, he's going to get ready, and he's a veteran. Foley's 30 years of age. He's in his 5th year at the big league level, recovering from a shoulder surgery. Let's take a look at the last pitch that Carson Whisenhunt throws and his reaction to it. So the stinger that I'm talking about, it's like bumping your elbow and lighting up your funny bone. That's what it feels like. And you know, it happens to you, to a young pitcher. You know, you're thinking your career's over, but if it is indeed that, I mean, it goes away fairly quickly. And there'll be times in his career as he's a veteran that'll happen to the game, and he'll just get off and tie his shoes, give his chance, arm to come back. That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, and it just doesn't come back quick enough.
No. Well, you definitely can't throw the pitch that lit it up.
Right.
For me, it was always a slider. I'd have to kind of steer clear of that for 3 or 4 pitches, but again, that's an optimistic look as to what we hope it is with Carson Whisenhunt. He was throwing the ball great tonight. And I know it wasn't easy for him to leave the game because of how he was throwing the ball. So we'll hold our breath and wait and see and think good thoughts. Well, check out the Giants Talk podcast presented by Mancini's Sleep World, covering all the trending Giants news and featuring exclusive guests. Listen to the iPod, listen to the pod, or watch it on your YouTube. Giants Talk only on NBC Sports. I guess you could use your iPod. Do they still make iPods? I don't think so.
You know, I think that's with the VHS machine.
Yeah, and Bonanza reruns. Just kind of throw them in the box. So for Nick Foley, I mean, you're thinking about, well, okay, what's he throw? Well, I mean, he's got a really, really good sinker. He's got an average velocity that is right around, you know, anywhere from 93 to 97 miles per hour, and that's good. You consider the sink that he has. You see more high 90s than mid 90s. He's also got a slider that he calls a sweeper. But when he's right, you see a lot of ground balls. It's a weird thing when you go out there and you have to warm up like this. It really is. Because you want to hurry, but you know you have to take your time and get ready.
Well, he's having a conversation now with the home plate umpire, Chris Conroy. The hitter he'll be facing is Dane Myers with the count of 1 ball and no strikes. So here we go. The Reds have runners at the corners. And a strike to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Really terrific speed at first with De La Cruz. And a pretty good pitch, and we're going to get a challenge.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. This one might be a little bit outside.
Yeah, I don't think it's a strike. Look at that.
Pitch and strike. San Francisco has 2 challenges.
Right down the middle. What am I thinking? And very quickly gets 2 strikes and a 1-2 count. Got to go back down there again, don't you?
Absolutely. Got him. Bottom of the 3rd coming up.
Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, now open daily. Come try Vertigo 360, our spinning, flipping, over-the-top new ride. Save on passes and wristbands at beachboardwalk.com.
Outside the ballpark, we've got lots of things going on, including a ride to the yard. Here's Turner Hill. Giants lead 5-0. Hill takes a strike. Hill greeted Chase Burns on the first pitch with a double off the wall in right field.
Yeah, fastball challenge. He opened up this at bat with a breaking ball. Look at Turner Hill's climb to the big leagues. You have to be impressed with a 285 lifetime hitter in the minor leagues. That's 6 years. But he had more walks than strikeouts. 175 walks, 155 strikeouts.
Pitch is just outside.
He also scored more runs than he knocked in. He averaged 60 RBIs a year. He averaged scoring 70 runs a year.
Well, Hill's going to get into this one, and it's going to be into the water, way deep into the water.
The other thing, too, we've learned about Turner Hill is that he could pinch hit. He's got the kind of swing where he could sit on the bench as a bench guy for a week without an at-bat, come out there in the 9th inning of a game and give you a good at-bat. I mean, it's just what he does.
Here he takes a low, 3-2.
And I mean, I can't give a better compliment to a guy as a hitter than that. There really aren't that many guys like that around.
No swing in the walk.
All right, want to see what an impressive strike looks like? Just spins on that breaking ball and rakes it right in the pond.
Kavanaugh struck out in the first. Takes low and in.
Trevino, the catcher, does not have a strong arm. He has to rely on quick release.
Hit to center field, but in the park to Myers. And here's Nate Furman, who we're pulling for him. Needs a ball for that trophy case.
He needs a first big league hit ball, indeed.
And a strike.
What'd you do with your first big league hit ball?
You know, I think when I hit it, and I got to hit, I never had a desk. Runner goes, and it'll be a stolen base. And for Turner Hill is first. It was always, Mike, in view somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere I could see it. And it still is.
Ball that was just close to the shoe tops for Trevino, the catcher. Never really had a grip on it.
We're going to get a challenge.
Ball call's being challenged by the catcher.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. So it just hit the top of the
Pitch to strike. Cincinnati has 2 challenges left.
Swinging a foul on the play.
I remember my first big league base hit. I got the ball and I gave it to my mom. She ticked me off though. She was out the next day playing with it in the street. She could hit.
Not surprised. It's 1-2. And he got him.
Good changeup. The guy only throws 3 of them a game, and you're just not thinking of him, especially with the type of fastball and slider combination he has.
Here's Whitcomb. Whitcomb saw one pitch, hit a fly ball to fairly deep center field. Chases and misses to even the count.
Whitcomb is a guy who had some really good power numbers in the minor leagues. He had one year a combination AAA and AA. He had 37 homers, 100+ RBIs.
Watches that one go by. It's 2-1.
And he's not afraid to take on right field either.
And right behind Gary Pettis, it's 2-2.
Whitcomb, as you mentioned, he's an Astros product. Signed 2020 a 5th-round pick out of UC San Diego.
And it's high, 3-2. Grant McRae's on deck. Giants lead 5-0. And he got him. Couple of strikeouts. Been played 3.
Take over Oracle Park this Thursday. Enjoy special Pokemon Go experiences and Pokemon encounters. The Pokemon World's Night drone show will light up the sky with your favorite Pokemon following the game against the D-backs. Go to sfgiants.com/Pokemon.
I didn't get that, Mike. What was it?
I think I said Pokemon 14 times.
I think that's the point. Remember, get your tickets at sfgiants.com/Pokemon.
I don't think, I mean, I said Pokemon more in that commercial than I did my whole life.
Here's Stevenson, and it's a strike. Two balls and a strike. Stevenson, in his first at bat, picked up a base hit. A line drive that Turner Hill cut off and held Stevenson to a single. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2. That was off of Carson Wisenhunt, who departed, if you just joined us, with 2 outs in the third. Looked like he's had some forearm issues. Something that wasn't right, let's put it that way. Two and two. Got him.
Ooh, 2 good hard sinkers. That one, he put another 2 feet on it. It's a nice finish. When you come back off of shoulder surgery, this is the thing that comes back last to you. You'll get velocity, but you won't get late movement. That's the last thing you get. You get finish. And those 2 sinkers that he just threw were good finish sinkers.
Suarez struck out. Suarez in his only other at bat started out his at bat with a 3-0 count and then struck out on 3 pitches after that. Here it's 2-0. Chopper foul, 2 balls and 1 strike.
You're taking it at bat against Foley. And you see his 2 pitches, a fastball and a sinker. Imagine, a ball coming right down the middle of the plate. One explodes into you, one explodes away from you. Wrap around the outside corner. I mean, you have to guess either in or out when you're facing him when he's right. I mean, that's the type of stuff that he had when he was the closer with the Tigers.
Got him. Suarez knew it.
And he's guessing slider. It's 2 times now he's been up there guessing off speed stuff at 2 strike counts, and 2 times fastball has sent him packing back to the bench.
McLean struck out in the second. Here he takes a strike.
And that's a 90-mile-an-hour slider. So you get 2 hard pitches. And one comes at you one way, and then the other one comes the other way. That's tough. That's a tough at bat.
Flip the other way, but it's going to be foul.
All right, Beverly. Nope. McRae says, "I'm going to make a friend."
Next time, Beverly.
It's a veteran.
Remember, in this great game, there's always a next time.
She'll be ready.
One and two. Look out.
4-seamer just to change sight lines.
Right back to where it came from. And Foley 2 strikeouts and a comebacker. Giants are coming up. All right, welcome back to the broadcast booth presented by Lazy Boy. I'm Mike Kuiper. To my left is Mike Krukow. Well, we mentioned a bunch of times that the Giants had 6 of their first hitters were left-handed hitters. I'm wondering, Mike, as a starting pitcher, would that have affected you anyway, positive or negative?
It would affect me in a negative way early in my career, but it would have affected me in a positive way late in my career because I learned how to pitch to lefties. I didn't know how to quite do it when I got to the big leagues, and I paid the price for my education, believe me.
Well, just ironically, the Giants tagged a guy who's been very good this year, Chase Burns, with 5 runs in the first 2 innings.
And even his outs were hard.
And most of the damage came from left-handed hitters. Grant McCray has got one up the alley, and this should be a triple, folks. He can fly, and it's a triple.
Not waiting around. He gets a good location pitch to do something with, and he finds a gap in right center. I mean, this is right down the middle. And boy, did he need that. And with his speed, I mean, just an easy 3-bagger.
Dead Uni dirty. Here's Koss, and Koss, it's a comebacker. It's off the foot of Burns, and everybody's safe.
All right, time now for our powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. Drew Gilbert, 2 doubles tonight. First one hit 394 feet. It was a bomb, and we were all mad that he didn't get more out of it. But then he came up in the second inning, and he hit another double. 148 feet, and then we quit whining.
All right, we're going to get a visit. The last second, jogging out was Derek Johnson, the pitching coach.
You know, I think that's Matt Tracy. Yeah. So the word has been delivered. Sometimes they don't just have one pitching coach now. Sometimes they have 2 and even 3.
And it's Gilbert who takes low. Gilbert, 2 doubles. Down low.
Sam Moll, the lefty, got a major red alert going right now.
And they're going to get a double play. Unbelievable. You got to give McClain credit for pulling it off. If you're Koss, you got to do whatever you can to avoid getting tagged.
It turns out being a high IQ play. I mean, for Koss, you're kind of hung out because you're trying to not get touched. Because once you get touched, it becomes an easy flip. But watch the way that McClain checks the runner at third before he goes to first. And that's where the high IQ comes in. It's good field awareness. A tough break for the Giants.
Well, here comes the manager, Tito Francona. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
Time now for Play of the Game presented by your California Ford dealers. And we go to Rafi Devers' second inning. Goes up in a 2-strike count, gets a fastball, and hits home run number 27 deep to right center field. And lit the boys on the bench up. A 3-run shot that gave his team a 5-0 lead. Right now he's going over the scout report on Sam Maul as he steps in. 61st appearance on the year for Maul.
And the pitch is wide.
Sam Maul's not a big guy. He's 5'9", 190 pounder. 2 types of fastball, sweeping, breaking ball, and a changeup. Low to mid 90s in velocity. And there is that sweeper. It's great when a pitcher comes out of the pen. He shows you his strikeout pitch in a 1-0 count. He doesn't throw it over the plate, so you get to see movement for free, and it doesn't cost you a strike or an at bat.
This is hit on the ground. And McLean from the outfield grass. That'll end the inning. Started out well, ends poorly. It's 5-0 Giants. Well, no runs, 2 hits for the Reds. 5 runs on 9 hits for the Giants. So the night is over for Jason Foley. It's River San Martin coming in, and this will be his 12th appearance. He'll be going after Blade, Trevino, and Johnson. This is the top of the 5th inning. And a big swing and a miss by Blade, who hit a line drive. He hit it hard right at the second baseman, Furman, and was retired to end the 2nd. And the pitch is wide. There's a shot into center field. Gilbert got a good jump, and he puts it away. Blade has had the best at bats today, and he's got nothing to show for it. Now a word from the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
We are human. We make mistakes. We don't see that red light, that family. But we can do better. Be alert and slow the fast down. Go safely, California.
Here's Trevino, who takes a pitch down low. Trevino rolled out to short. And there's a strike to even the count. And a strike at the knees, 1-2.
San Martin, I mean, he's right. He'll put a lot of balls on the ground, too. A lot of the guys coming out of Giants' pen will do that, which I think is a plus. To be able to get a ground ball in a situation you need a ground ball and a strikeout when you need a strikeout. That's a ticket to get to the big leagues.
2-2. And now a full count. Come prepared when you come to the ballpark here in San Francisco.
That's right.
On the ground again to short. Pass. 2 outs.
I was just saying, it started at Candlestick and it carried right into Oracle Park. If you get cold, it's your fault.
I think I heard that on the farm. I did.
Well, growing up in Wisconsin, you would hear that in June.
Here's Johnson. Johnson drew a walk in the 3rd. Tapper to 3rd. Whitcomb, not a problem. San Martin with a quick 5th.
Recent Hall of Famer Jeff Kent this Saturday, a pregame ceremony retiring Kent's number 21. Highlights game 2 of a split doubleheader. First 21,000 fans will receive a Hall of Fame replica ring presented by Farmers Insurance. Go to sfgiants.com/Kent. Get your tickets. The rings are very cool.
I wore mine out the other night.
They're really cool.
Great. Friday night. On the ground to second. Lee retired 4-3. And that'll bring up Turner Hill, who's been on base twice.
You know, the first time you see a Hall of Fame ring, you think, well, that's really just a very conservative, understated ring. But then you think about how hard it is to get one, and it puts it all in perspective.
And there's a called strike to Turner Hill. Pitch is outside for a ball. Giants lead 5-0. All happened after Rafi Devers' 3-run home run in the second. In tight to make it 2-1. Three and one.
Really look forward to this guy swinging the bat.
Hit the center field. Drifting back is Myers. And that'll be out number 2 with Cavanaugh coming up. Cavanaugh with a healthy swing and a miss. And a breaking ball started out right at Cavanaugh's right shoulder. Got him. And that'll end GNG. And
It's a rough at bat.
And for your certified most accurate forecast, that's what you need. To what happened overnight, wake up with Today in the Bay. Good journalism, good energy. Good day, weekday mornings from 5 to 7 on NBC Bay Area. Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Yeah, I can smell it. Right now, Ryan Walker returns, and he'll be making appearance number 28 of the year. Coming back from Sacramento today, activated.
That popcorn, I don't tell many people this, but the other night I went to the movies and I never actually saw a movie. I just went for the popcorn.
I have no problem with that. I've watched you do that more than once.
Here's the 0-1 to De La Cruz. And it's a called strike.
What Ryan Walker did in Sacramento was fantastic. He earned the right to be back here. He was 2-0 with a 1.47 ERA with 19 strikeouts in 18 and a third innings.
I mean, the whole point is it's never, ever been discussed that he doesn't have nasty stuff.
No, never. He got out of whack mechanically, and he lost command of that great stuff.
See you later.
And that's a perfect breaking ball in the outside corner. And that strikeout, especially against a hitter like De La Cruz, will do wonders for his confidence. Oh, that's a perfect pitch.
By the way, Basabe comes in to play second base. Los Slavies, Basabe. He's got the wettest shoes on the field. And a line drive to right. Jung, or make that, McCray's going to have to play it on a hop. Stewart, who we mentioned earlier, likes to go the other way, does so, and he's got a hit.
Here's the white shoes you're talking about. I don't think I've ever seen Basabe have anything but white shoes on. I mean, home unis, away unis.
Well, you can't polish white shoes.
No.
You can clean them.
You can wipe them off.
Remember and this goes way back, but you could buy the liquid white that came out of those squeeze bottles.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom was a nurse. She used to do her shoes every night. I know those squeeze bottles.
Chopper to short. Koss, Basabe, Devers offline. Fielder's choice, 2 down.
You know the funny thing about white shoes, there's no pair of new shoes that looks better than a pair of white shoes. There's no pair of shoes that looks worse than a pair of dirty white shoes.
Uh-oh. Well, mine are good.
I already checked you out. You're rocking the white shoes.
Myers reaches on the fielder's choice. Here's Stevenson, who takes wide.
'86, we made an all-star team with Chili Davis and Chris Brown, and the three of us go to Houston. And Chili had the idea, hey, let's get white shoes to wear with our home unis. Houston at that time was in the National League, so if you made the all-star team, you wore your home uni. I said, great idea, and then they came. And I put them on with the white unis, and they look horrible. But hey, I couldn't, I mean, I had to go with the flow.
Yeah, you win 1, 2, 3 with them. Right, 2 and 2. Kind of all started with the Reds, who their rules were so strict that they were never allowed to do anything weird. But if they made the all-star team, remember Morgan and those guys all wear white shoes.
Concepcion, Griffey, Morgan, Perez, Bench.
Big chopper up the middle. Basabe is going to make the play, but that was one where he should have let Koss have it. That's one where you have to know where you're at if you're a second baseman.
Well, you're right. I mean, the momentum that Basabe had, I mean, he's not going to be in a position to get much on the throw. If it goes over to Koss, he's got momentum going to first base, and he at least is going to have a chance.
He's going to make the play.
And he's got a good arm. And he knows he made a mistake. That's the I know I made a mistake face.
And now Suarez, who's got power, you got to be careful. It's 0-1.
But the Reds, I mean, they wore black shoes, and they were not allowed to wear stirrups. Because originally they were the Cincinnati Red legs, so you had to see all red on the legs. It was a very conservative look.
Yeah, I always thought that, well, back then, you know, players didn't have a whole lot to say. You did what
the Cubs did the same thing. No stirrup. I mean, these low stirrups, which is like no stirrups. We all wanted to look like Willie Mays.
Yeah, of course. 2-1. But All-Star game came and the fellas broke out the white kicks. Good pitch. Yes, that would be one that they're going to challenge.
Ball call's being challenged by the catcher.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch to the ball. San Francisco has one challenge remaining.
I thought he had it.
Well, it was definitely worth challenging. The difference between a 2-2 count and a 3-1 count is huge.
This is going to hang up for McRae. And that'll do it. Nice inning for Walker. Giants are coming up.
Well, the Giants play a split doubleheader this Saturday. Game 1 at 1:05 features Jung-Hoo Lee bobblehead. It was presented by Plus for the first 15,000 fans. The bobblehead includes a mini Jung-Hoo Crew foam finger. Go to sfgiants.com/doubleheader. 5-0 Giants. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher now for Cincinnati. It's going to be the right-hander Julian Garcia. 23rd appearance on the year. He's having a good season.
Here's Wasabi. Now, we don't know, or we haven't heard if anything happened to Nate Furman, because all of a sudden he's not in the game. Wasabi with a swing and a miss, 0-2.
The IL list is filling up for the Giants. They had 3 put on the IL today. Willie Adames.
Trying to help you out here.
Well, Brubaker and Barracoda were the 3.
There you go.
I was trying to find out the right time to say it. We're starting to cry.
And a pop-up. Shallow left. And Johnson comes in. So this is what happened today. It's a long list. So people called up Anthony Molina.
Adames with a left elbow sprain. Barracoda with a right knee bone bruise. And Brubaker with injured bruised ribs.
That's from, he dove for a ball the other day?
Yeah. It's just a kind of like a swinging little short pop that he tried to dive and catch off the mound.
We saw Tugboat.
We did, and Tugboat got sent down.
Yep. I thought he did just fine, Tugboat.
I did too.
This is off the end of the bat from Whitcomb, and McLean's going to make the play. Nice play. And here's McRae. McRae had a triple in the 4th. Here he takes high. Giants with 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, and that's it. Had a great scoring opportunity in the 4th and could not cash in. McRae with a healthy rip.
Yeah, you hit a leadoff triple and you don't score them. You're pretty mad at yourself as an offense. But that's what happened in the 4th inning.
The 1-1, swinging a pop-up out of play.
By the way, that triple that he had in his last at bat got him off the bingo card. He's now on the interstate hitting 103.
This is going to be another souvenir. And a pop-up, this one playable. Suarez near the bag at third, now comes back, and he makes the catch, and Garcia a 1, 2, 3, 6. Inning number 7 coming up. Now check out our game summary. It's brought to you by Toyota. The Giants with 2 in the first, and then the big home run by Rafi Devers in the second. Whisenhunt left after 2 2/3 with some pain in his left elbow. Giants have 9 hits in the game. The Reds are being shut out. Here's Walker to McLean. McLean will lead things off here in the 7th, and he takes a strike. And a pop-up. Grant McRae coming in slowly. He's there, and he makes the catch. And that'll bring up J.J. Bleday.
There you see mini Oracle Park out there in left field. They first opened up Pac Bell Park. It was like a little wiffle ball game there. And you go down to the players' parking lot, which is just over the fence there. You can see the players' cars. And there'd be 100 wiffle balls down there. Well, maybe more.
Here's the 0-1 to Bleday, who's had 2 good at bats.
Strike call is being challenged by the batter.
All right, so Bleday is challenging this.
He didn't waste any time either.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch to strike. Cincinnati has 1 challenge remaining.
I love that ABS, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get those calls, I can't imagine that Bleday's overly enthusiastic about it.
Can't imagine either. Especially now. Got him.
So he elevates the fastball away and gets him to change the 2-seam movement.
Trevino takes a pitch close, but a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a strike.
One thing about Walker, he is not overthrowing anything tonight.
It's a shot foul and out of play.
It's one thing you can really fall victim to up here. You know, everything is talked about velocity. They want to see mid to high 90s. Sometimes just guys overthrow it so badly to reach a high velocity number that they lose command of the pitch.
And McRae is there in a nice 1-2-3 inning for Walker. By Cache Creek Casino Resort, we got 2 more games here against the Reds tomorrow night and Wednesday afternoon. Then the D-backs are here for 4 games. That's right, and it's highlighted by a doubleheader in this ballpark on Saturday. Five nothing. Haas the number 9 hitter in this lineup, and then the top of the order with Gilbert and Devers. And Koss takes high. He's got a couple of hits. Koss tried to check his swing. He does not. And on the 2-0 pitch, it now becomes 2-1.
Carson Seymour, big right-hander, getting his sinker ball ready.
There's Carson. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul, out of play.
Julian Garcia out of Fort Collins, Colorado, went to Metropolitan State University and was a 10th round pick by the Phillies. 31-year-old rookie. Paid his dues, folks.
Koss down looking. Here's Gilbert, who's 2 for 3. Gilbert had a couple of doubles that were as polar opposite as you could get. One about 395 feet, the other one about 150. It's fouled out of play.
One he absolutely pured. Sounded like he hit a billiard ball off. One hopped the wall, and the other one didn't make a noise.
I think that's a popular place here at this park.
Yeah, I wish we would go back to that. I was just enjoying that.
Well, we can do that. First the pitch. And then there they are. All cool. Full foul.
Yeah, all of them just great stories. And really, that was things that we're most proud of being able to tell that story with John Miller and Dave Fleming. All on radio. Fun times.
Gilbert, a one-hop shot on the backhand by McClain. Nice at bat, 2 outs.
All right, take me through that. I mean, you know it's coming at you at a high volume, and you know it's going to short hop. You don't have time. How do you play it?
Well, Mike, as long as it's a short hop, it's not a hard play. It's if it's a couple of feet in front of you where it's a hard play. And McClain did a nice job of playing off to the side. Here's Devers. Devers, a single in the first, a 3-run home run in the second.
So high volume with a high hop, that's where it gets weird.
Yeah. It's that in-between hop. Devers lifts it into center field. Garcia, 6 up, 6 down, 8th inning coming up.
Well, true baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable it never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years and allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Gamer babes are here.
All over the place tonight on this Monday night. 31,123. Watching Carson Seymour make his 9th appearance. Facing Johnson, who fouls this one straight back. Johnson has walked and he's rolled out to third. Here he shoots this one up the middle, but right there near the bag is Koss. A little high. Devers stays with it. 1 out. Giants have not had tough plays today, but they made all the plays. Want your pitchers to pitch well, will play well behind you. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. De La Cruz, a base hit in the 3rd. And a high pop up out of play.
Now you see that Terry Francona, 2,095 wins, and he is going to pass McCarthy, Harris, maybe even Dusty Baker someday. Anyway you look at it, whatever he winds up with, he's going to the Hall of Fame, as is Dusty Baker, as will Bruce Bochy.
Maybe sooner than you think, huh?
Yeah. Maybe sooner. It's going to be a great day, I'll tell you that much.
To pitch. Got him. Hat trick and strikeouts for De La Cruz.
Take a look at location. I mean, he just drops one down in the dirt. That's a back foot slider. And for a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience with Seymour, De La Cruz is a victim.
Here's Stewart. Stewart 1 for 3. And the pitch is wide. Shoots this one out of play. Got Tito saying hello to us before the game. We will go see him tomorrow.
Yes, we will. He's always been one of our favorites. I mean, he was that way when he was a player. I mean, he's second generation, big leaguer. He just played the game right. I had a lot of respect for him. And then it was no surprise to anybody that he went into the coaching ranks. And we all assumed that someday he would be doing exactly what he's doing, managing.
You see the coverage that Stewart has on that pitch away.
He just got such a symmetrical approach. I mean, it's literally foul line to foul line with power.
Got him. Seymour looking good. 2 strikeouts. 5-0 Giants. Stay tuned. It's coming up right after the game for Toyota Giants post-game live. Kylan Mills, George Contos. You're going to get a whole bunch of good stuff right after the game.
Emilio Pagan, the new pitcher now for the Reds, making appearance number 32. He's their closer. Pagan's got 16 saves this year, but he hadn't pitched since last Wednesday, so he needs an inning. Mid-90s fastball, cutter, split.
Jung-Hoo 1 for 3. Hit the ball hard his first 2 times up. Here it's 1-0. And a pop-up that's going to be out of play. Fastball, good rip. It's 1-2. There's a Jung-Hoo look to stay alive swing. Lifted to left. Get out to Johnson. 1 out. Jung-Hoo, 1 for 4.
Dylan Smith on your right and on your left. Molina that just got activated. Anthony Molina.
Turner Hill with a ringing double off of Levi's landing wall in the first inning, then a walk in the third, and then he hit a fly ball to center field. There he rolls this one to the second baseman McClain, who's been very busy tonight. He makes the play, 2 outs. So here's Drew Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh hitting at 218. Takes the pitch down low. It's a couple of strikeouts and a fly ball in this one. There's a strike. Here's the 1-1. Rocket to right. And Cavanaugh's got a base hit. Good for him. He needed that.
Yeah, that saves the night for you offensively. And he hit that ball 105 miles per hour, so he's going to have that feeling in his hands when he's driving home tonight.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. Basabe has had one at bat, and he popped out. Here he lifts this one into the gap, and it's going to be tracked down by Myers, and that's going to do it for the Giants. Here comes the ninth. All right, there's a look at your line score. No runs, 4 hits for the Reds. The Giants 5 runs on 10 hits. They need 3 outs here in the ninth, and it'll be Dylan Smith to try to get those.
Take a look at his body of work, making appearance number 30. 2.96 ERA and 27 1/3 with 35 strikeouts in those 27 1/3. How's he doing? Well, he's got a mid to high 90s fastball, hard sliders, primary weapons. And he attacks.
Just can't walk the first hitter. That's it.
No, not with a 5-0 lead.
Myers. Myers takes high.
That's what you're looking for. How do you say it? Poured it in?
Poured it in for a ski ride.
That was a poured in fastball right there.
Got Cavanaugh. It's 1-2. See where it got him?
Come on.
No, we don't want to see where it got him.
No, we don't want to see that.
We just act like that didn't happen.
You can just tell me, and I can imagine that pretty well.
It's all part of the deal. 1-2. Stays alive. Good fight off swing.
Well, I mean, you have to be able to do that. Extend your at bat when a guy makes a perfect pitch on you, because at big leagues that happens a lot. Phil Youngblood, a teammate of ours, used to say you got to have a good emergency swing in this league. Always made me laugh, but it's a great point.
Good teammate. Here's the 2-2. Got him. That Joe Youngblood twice his teammates. How about that?
Well, you had him in here in San Francisco. Where's your other place?
Venezuela.
Ah. A fastball right through him. He was late. Got to work on that emergency swing.
Here's Tyler Stevenson. And he takes the pitch just wide. Smith challenged.
Ball call being challenged by the pitcher.
Smoke him if you got him.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. What do you got, Dylan?
Pitch to strike. San Francisco
Right down the middle.
Dylan feeling pretty good.
And none of that. But now Stevenson's going to have to protect that location. And he can go right back out there all day long. Or you can go inside.
Or instead,
take out another corner.
One and two. Two and two. Come on, not tomorrow. Night game, 6:45. Brady Singer against Adrian Hauser.
A little one hanging in there till the ninth. Yep. Gamers. Start early.
And a pop-up, it's going to be out of play to our right. Giants trying to win their 53rd game. And it missed low.
A nice at bat. He was down in the hole 0-2 quickly. And really not that close.
Nope. Suarez 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a fly ball. And it's low. And Suarez has got himself a base hit. Oh, it seems like a hit follows a walk. Just seems it doesn't. That's not true.
It just seems that way.
It just seems like that.
I can't argue with you. And I'll tell you a big reason as to why that happens is because when you walk a guy with a 5-0 lead and 1 out, you're mad at yourself. And your concentration doesn't get on the next pitch.
Pop up out of play.
And when you lose concentration to a pitch, your location can go right with it. Give a guy a good pitch to hit, he burns you with a base hit.
Oh, 2.
That's the thing about walks, man. They leave a stink. Right between your ears.
Gilbert now drifting back. 2 outs. And here's Bleday. Bleday showed up at the park. Hit a line drive in the 2nd for an out. Hit a line drive in the 5th for an out. And then he struck out in the 7th.
Poured in strike.
Foul.
You know, that's the one thing they tell you when you leave the dugout and you're down 5-0. Take a strike.
That's right. You never know what it can lead to. Tight.
He almost walked into that one.
Out of play. We'll do it again. And the 1-2. Here it is. Out of play again. Hey, they're here.
Tarps off.
1-2. Now alone, 2-2.
And where they are up there in left field, that's the windiest spot in the ballpark right there.
It's not warm up there right now.
No.
Those are not heat lamps, by the way, above them either.
No.
Hey, this should do it. Who's got it? It's Koss who's doing the pop-up dance, and that's the ball game. So, with a lineup that we've not seen many times, if ever, the Giants score quickly and often, and from Wisenhunt and on, they threw great.
Well, and they slap a loss on Chase Burns, who was 14-2 on the year. I mean, he hasn't had many losses, and they did it in a very impressive way. Impressively, too, because the Giants got in late last night from Boston. Had a short night's sleep and came out here and they really played well. I thought the defense complemented excellent pitching tonight. Nice win for this club.
So 2 hours and 21 minutes. The Giants win by a final of 5-0. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Toyota Giants postgame live starts right now.